What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, on the Peak Monsters dashboard, shout out to Peak Monsters. Haven't really looked at the data here in a while, but was perusing today and thought this was an interesting little thing here. But you can see, in terms of the overall daily active users, that the numbers have been going up significantly over the last couple of weeks. Now, this time frame is looking over the last month, so you can see probably around like the last 2 weeks or so, or last 15 days, we kind of bottomed out at about 32,000 daily active accounts on August 16th. And since then, we have had a steady rise and then kind of plateau here. I don't, I don't know what's happening on August 31st, but the rest of these are all at about, double where we were before. High 50s, low 60,000 daily active users. But when you go over to the battle section, and this is broken down not just by total battles, but modern and wild. First of all, if we look at the total battles, you can see that there has been a significant increase in overall battles as well. We go back to, what is this, August 16th, right here, around the 16th, right? You can see that we hit this low point or this dip, and then it's slowly been increasing. And obviously, we're kind of plateauing out as well. But what is my point with this? You can see that modern battles have not increased. It has mostly, or all in a sense, been wild. And in fact, you can even look here. We actually have September 1st data already for the modern battles. This is down to 24,000 total battles for the day. We were averaging about, 30,000. You can see 30,000 here on 823, 29.9, right? Another 30,000, 29.5. So modern battles have actually been coming down while the total battles have been going up, which means that these battles are happening in wild. Now, what does this mean? It sounds like the bots are coming back, because I don't know that we're getting a bunch of new players, but it sounds like some of these botting accounts are coming back online, seeing what's happening in wild and just having a ball over in wild. And I will say, because I'm not inherently anti-bot, I am pro-human, but I'm not inherently anti-bot, I think that this is a good thing. The reason is, at the end of the day, we designated a human-only spot and a spot wild format where bots or anybody could operate. And for the most part, it seems like many of the bot operators, whether they're public or private, are respecting that, and they're putting all of their botted accounts or automated accounts, whatever you want to call it, in wild. Now, the best part is, if they're still getting value from that in wild format, awesome, right? Because again, bots do provide something to the ecosystem. There's a lot of market volume that they bring, although we haven't really seen that pick up, right? So these might be bot accounts that were on for a long time, got shut down, and are now getting turned back on, but they, probably own all of their own cards, for example. But as hopefully what we see is, as we potentially hit the flywheel with land, with Rebellion coming up, there could be more rewards or more value to the SPS that is coming out, which makes it more incentive for these accounts to start playing again. Now, in the long run, again, I know people are not going to be fans of bots, and I'm not going to try to sit here and convince you, nor am I going to try and push the bot ideology on you. Like I said, I'm inherently bot neutral. At the end of the day, what I am is pro-human, and I love the fact that Modern has provided a space for humans to come and play the game with people that they know, usernames that they recognize, and create a at least fairer arena for all of us to compete in. But there are secondary benefits to this, right? Seeing the numbers go back up in terms of the overall daily active players is something that marketing can use. When people come into the game and they see what the daily active accounts are, yeah, a lot of them are bots, but at the end of the day, it helps with showing the activity in the overall ecosystem. Again, is it good activity? That's debatable, right? Can it be used in a constructive way? Yes. So it's like I'm trying to live in reality rather than in some kind of like ideal fantasy world. So the reality is that we've set this space up. It's being utilized in the way that we wanted it to, with modern being human only and wild being, anything goes. And so far, I would say that the experience has been positive. So if the numbers are starting to increase, even if they're on the wild side, let's use that to our advantage. There are more active accounts. There are people who run bot accounts that are finding value in running their accounts in wild for whatever reason, right? So to me, that's, again, maybe I'm painting this with a very broad stroke or looking at it through rose-colored glasses. To me, that is a net win for the game overall. Now, could there be adverse secondary or downstream effects? Absolutely. And I would love to hear those from you in the comments. But right now, we're in the thick of like a brutal moment for Splinterlands. And I'm not even talking about crypto anymore, because crypto doesn't seem like it's in a bear market. Bitcoin has so many good things happening for it, whereas Splinterlands is in a rough patch because we've had failed deliveries all throughout the summer. We've had essentially, you know, just we're almost flirting with more all-time lows for SPS. So this is a rough moment for Splinterlands. And if we can start to see that others are valuing the ecosystem and coming back to the ecosystem, right? Because we saw a lot of people leave, but if there are people coming back, and yes, bot operators, whales, whatever you want to call them, they do, you know, participate in the ecosystem in one way or another. Do they extract a lot? Potentially, but at the same time, there could be some other benefits. Again, I know I'm going to get a lot of heat for this, and I welcome it, right, in the comments, because I'm sure I'm looking at it with rose-colored glasses. But what I'm trying to say is that if people are finding value, even at Splinterland's lowest moment, to me, that is a net positive, because just imagine what happens when land comes out and SPS does like a 2x or a 3x. Again, not a price prediction, but I'm just saying, if we start to see DEC go back to peg with all of the things that they have planned coming out for land 1.5, land 1.6, rebellion, guilds, all that stuff over the next 6, 12, 18 months, which includes the Bitcoin halving and you know, the ensuing bull run, I don't know. To me, it sounds pretty good. It sounds pretty good if we are already starting to get that interest back from those players. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below, what you think of these numbers. If you think my analysis is right or wrong, I would love to hear from you regardless, and we can continue the conversation in the comments section below. But that is all I have for you guys in this video. I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.